There we go. Yep. Mic was off. Well, I was even saying this. You got to go live when you're half ready, not all the way ready, because you got to figure it out. You'll never be fully ready. So just hit the go live button. No one cares. All right, let me hit my music just to get that playing in the background. Got to go to my loopback machine to get that piping to your lovely ears. If we go with that. All right. Yep, bumping. It's bumping. There we go. It's a lovely Thursday over here. On the East Coast, it's a morning. For you, it might be the evening. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if anyone's going to watch today. But the whole point of this stream is to just kind of do our own stuff with other people. And if they show up, then that's great. That's the thing about Twitch, by the way. Some people try to get into Twitch and they hope for a big following for the money. There's no money in Twitch. There's money in sponsors, there's money in videos, there's money in everything. There's not really money in Twitch. So with Twitch, you just kind of have to wing it. Just go live, get some people in there, and let the energy feed off of itself. So anyways, I'm going to do some code. Seems like it's a quiet day. I'm used to having a little bit of chatter, but we'll just keep it quiet. Keep it quiet, keep it simple. I'm also going to set up some stuff on my own end here. I can also tell some people that we're live. Let's be real. We don't have anyone watching right now. We should go tell some people. We should go tell some people. Sporadic. Let's go. I have to start up the Discord engine, which is going to take a moment. But if anyone's showing up, hope you're doing well. How's your day going? This is a work day for you, I'm assuming, whoever's popping in. How's it been? We're going to be working on some personal websites today. Astro and Tailwind v4. Keeping it going. I'm also going to get this thing deployed to Cloudflare Pages. Because I was hitting some performance issues on one of my computers. That sounds so rich. I have a work computer and an old MacBook Air that I use for personal stuff. But on my work computer, which is supposed to be like a fancy one, it's got the M1 Pro, it was slow. It was really chugging trying to render some of the CSS animations, and a restart fixed it, but that still made me worried. I'm going to share a link once this thing is live so we can debug together. That's my hope anyways. Live deploying to Cloudflare Pages. Red dot. Okay. Well, I didn't announce an event and I didn't tell anyone in advance, so there's only so much you can expect. I've got the website pulled up. Let's go check it out. What's the URL? It's over here. Yeah. Yeah, and the performance is great on this MacBook Air. For whatever reason, on the Retina, like the whatever fancy AMOLED screen is on the MacBook Pros, it was really struggling to just render a bounce animation. And I played around with it for a bit because I thought, oh, maybe it's the spring animations that we're using and we need to downgrade to a really boring easing curve. And that didn't fix it. It didn't care. It was just too much CSS. You'd be surprised how often I have too much CSS. Can anyone relate to that? You have too much CSS running? Theoden, welcome in. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Or at least see your chat. Screw it. You know, it's never a good idea to tweet when you're live because those tweets kind of bomb, but also, does it really matter? I don't know. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. For the 50th time. I think I've said it wrong way too many times uncorrected. So, let's be real. I'm never going to forget after you said that. Do not worry. I will never forget after you said that. I'm so sorry. I went on autopilot. My excuse is I haven't had coffee. Is that okay? Is that an excuse? I hope that's an excuse. I'm sorry. That is bad of me. Yes, Aiden. Hello. I never asked, but where does that spelling come from? I've never seen that spelling before. I am doing two things at once. Okay, let me send this. I'm gonna send it as a reply, maybe, to one of the other tweets. That seems like an option. Nah, that's silly. Oh, it didn't do a thumbnail at all. Ah, Twitter. Twitter didn't even put a social image. Oh, this... What? Twitter! Ah, there's no social image. That's so silly. Why would it do this? Spelling is Gaelic. Okay. Even the word Gaelic has that set of vowels that I don't expect. Because when I see an A and an O, I don't think it's just A when you pass through it. It's very interesting. It's interesting to me, at least. For others, they're like, well, yeah, that's how Gaelic works, idiot. Fair enough. Yeah, this link ain't gonna work. Hang on. Because it ain't putting a social image or anything. I gotta reply to this. There's no other option. All right. Well, some mornings you're just not going to announce to the world that you're live. You just got to do it. Let's see if we can bring some kids to the yard. Apple Wi-Fi, Jesus. No. Let's see what we can do. So screen share. We were on this website right here, and it's not on the internet, at least not right now. Oh, I'm immediately gonna turn off my screen share because now I gotta log into my Cloudflare dashboard and see what we can log into. Unlike Vercel, where I can kind of just show the Vercel dashboard on the live stream, Cloudflare has some information, and I don't want all that information on the screen at a given time. I can look at it a second time, just to be sure. Because, yeah, if I logged in under my Cloudflare dashboard, what would it show to you, lovely people? It would show my email, which I don't really like publicizing that much. You see my workers and pages. Man, I got some old stuff in here. Hack GT6 Reddit backend. Wow. This is a college hackathon. Why did I deploy that to Cloudflare page? Oh, I remember. I was playing with Cloudflare workers way back in college when I had no idea what a worker was. I just read somewhere, oh, if you're trying to get a server on the internet, then this is an easy way to do it. And that was like Wrangler 0.10. Yeah, it was not an easy way to do it. That's what I learned. Shreyas, welcome it. I might be mispronouncing your name as well. Is Shreyas correct or wrong? I really just want to clear the air on any names that I've been getting wrong on this stream because I feel bad. That is how you say it? Perfect. Okay. I never confirm with people. Yes, perfect. BRB. Well, welcome in. Let me create an application. Pages. Connect to Git. Select a Git repository. I'm going to go straight to bholmesdev. Beginning setup. Framework preset. You should have known it's Astro, but that's okay. We'll tell you. Save and deploy. Can I tell it PM build? Reset to recommended? No, thank you. I want PM build. I want to see what you can do. Let's see it. We're initializing a build environment. Man sent me a tweet. What's going on? Okay, how do you pronounce my name? Well, okay. Right, okay. Why is my username so weird? Because it's my name plus my nickname plus 77. I lost the account with 69. Oh, tragic. Sun. Okay, I would have said Santhu, so thank you for saying it's Sun Thu. Wait. Wait, it's not Sun Thu either. It's Sun Thu? Is it Sun Thu? Is it an at the end? No, it's you. Wait, what do you mean? Is it Sun Thu? Because that's what I would think. Wait. Are you going to use web components? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I am. Okay, cool. We will stop there. Because when you put TH... Oh, TH as in thunder. For whatever reason, I thought it was the U as in thunder for a second. I would think it's just that. Oh, okay, so we already can't build this to Cloudflare pages. Why is that? There might actually be a reason that's web component related, and that's totally fine, but let's find out. Oh my god. 11D experimental true. Oh. Wrong branch. It's deploying the 11D version. Interesting that it just failed on the 11D version. But yeah, whoops. Whoopsies. Yep, we need to deploy the Astro v4 branch. I totally forgot about that. Okay, and we will preset it to Astro. And again, it may not be able to do PNPM. Had trouble with web components with the special Astro adapter. Ooh, what are you doing with web components? What are you using a library with web components? How are you setting it up? Let me also go to settings on this repository. Build and deployments. Configure. Production branch. There we go. Yes, cool. And now we need to redeploy. Will it use the correct branch? It won't. Wait, what? Wait, this sucks. I fixed the branch. Delete deployment. We don't need it. I changed the branch to what it's supposed to be. And then it didn't actually trigger a redeploy, though. That's kind of an issue. So we have configure production builds, Astro v4. Change will take effect. I know it did. But now I need to trigger a deploy. Not a redeploy of main, just trigger a deploy, TM. I don't think you can do that. Boo. To be fair, Netlify would have the exact same problem. I think I can show y'all what I'm looking at. Yeah. I'm on the Cloudflare dashboard, and it's light mode only. I'm sorry. I could use the dark mode extension, though. Let me at least give it a try. On. There we go. You see, I don't love the dark mode extension because, as you can see, it doesn't consider color contrast at all, and you just end up with very strange designs. I can't stand how the Primogen keeps this extension on when he's looking at websites, because he just breaks every website he looks at by using that dark mode extension. Even if the website is in dark mode, this will, like, correct the dark mode to something incorrect. It's such a mess. I don't like using an extension. There is a dark mode. How do I do so? Can I... Appearance! Yes! Use system setting. Oh, thank you. It should respect system settings by default. Okay, Cloudflare, it's still bad. This blue is, it's bad contrast. I can tell you that much. There's too much blue on this page. Has anyone ever been to a light festival? Or a light, a Christmas lights festival? Do you know what I'm talking about? Christmas lights festival? This might be a US kind of thing, so let me at least look it up. But usually it's like a whole field where people put up all these lights. Yeah, do you know how all of the decorations are super clear, but anytime the light is blue, your eyes just can't focus on what's going on? There's something about blue light against darkness that's just really hard for your eyes to discern. That's what's happening right now. My eyes can't take this. It's just not working for me. Cloudflare, you're orange. Orange is good contrast against dark background. And you chose blue for everything. What are you thinking? Dang it. Well, at least there is a dark mode, though. I'll take that. Ah. So in order to force this, I'm going to push up just a random change. I don't know what change I want to make. There might be a change already in here that I want to do. Like, there's a few places where I say export class, and I'm sick of doing that. I was just doing this to shut up TypeScript, but I now do not like that pattern. So let me just change that to this. Chore remove, unneeded exports, push. All right. Now this should... Oh my god, it goes from blue to orange. Look at that. Burr, burr. It's so weird. And the underline comes in, but the text is animated. That's also not a great look. But, you know. Design is hard. Design is hard. I love you, Cloudflare, but I'm going to give you a hard time. Because your competition is for sale when it comes to static site deployment. So, you better bring your A game. That's all I got to say. Oh, man, but that's deployed. That is deployed. Let's take a look at, I guess, this preview URL. I kind of want to use the production one. Yeah, bhomedev.pages. Woo, we're on the internet. That wasn't too hard. It looks like we have a little weirdness with the alignment, actually, but it could just be my zoom level. No, that's it. Okay. Well, I know that I got this alignment wrong, and we're going to fix it. But yeah, this is our website. It's on the internet. Now I'm going to share this URL in the chat. I want y'all to go visit this, not on your phone. I haven't considered mobile layouts because I will never do mobile layouts first. I want to. It's aspirational, but the people who say mobile first, yeah, I don't actually do mobile first. Go check that out. I know like 95% of my visitors are desktop according to analytics, so I do not care. If 95% of people are seeing this, I'm going to make this the best experience. Just facts. But go check that out. And I'm on mobile. Well, you're the skill issue. Timed out. Oh, wow, that's not good. I don't know why that's happening. Refresh? Try a different browser? Connection timed out 522. I just went to the website, though. What's going on? I'm on the website right now. Maybe it's deploying to different regions? Cloudflare pages, man. I want it to be as good as I'm in Taipei. Very possible, yeah. Because right now I'm getting it on my phone as well. But yeah, I'm on Verizon internet, so I'm not connected to my Wi-Fi. That's technically 2 connections. Not good in Firefox, working in Chrome. Oh, so by not good, do you mean connection timeout or you're getting chonk? Good for me? Cool. That website is still good with the Dark Reader extension. I'm assuming it's at least decent. Oh, God. Okay, I see what it's doing. So it's fine, but you end up with some weirdness. Like, why is this blue? Literally, why is this blue? And also, it made the whiteboard black. Like, I didn't intend that. It looks fine, but not great. And then we have the Ben getting reversed. They put an Uno reverse card on my contrast. So that's not good. Yeah, I don't know about you, Dark Reader. The error was appearing in Firefox. Okay, it could just be like a very early deployment issue because I just deployed it to Pages. Not sure. But anyways, here's what I'm interested in. I'm glad that it at least loads, but I'm more concerned with scrolling performance. So I want y'all to scroll around the website. Scroll down here, click on some stuff. Go to blog, click on a blog post, and scroll through the headings. I was noticing some weird slowdowns whenever I scrolled to a new header. You see how it like changes and does a little animation and all that? Whenever this animation triggered, I was getting some jank, and I wanted to figure out why. When I went to Safari or Firefox, the jank kind of sort of went away. But on Chrome, for whatever reason, on that day, it was bad. Right now, it's great, as you can see. I'm literally live sharing Arc. I was just hitting issues, and I want to replicate it on someone's machine. So scroll around. Tell me, do you have jank? If not, then I will just move on. As for connection issues, we're going to see if they smooth out, because I don't own the host. I also want to play with my TypeScript rules a little bit, because it's saying that this is unused since this decorator is setting the custom element in the browser. No jank, but clicking blog in the nav looks funny. Okay, what looks funky? Clicking blog in the nav. So when you click on it, what happens? Because on my screen, I'm seeing like there is a delayed animation until it fades into view, but that is a little funny. I also do get a gradient over going this. Oh, is that how it's intended? Well, if you think it's weird, then I should probably change it. The unstyled UL. Okay, yeah, this is yeah, I haven't done this at all. I have done literally nothing. This is like my debug view. I just needed some way to get to a blog post because I was so laser focused on getting the blog post to look good that I never made the blog homepage. So this is intentional. Totally fair. Because, yeah, this looks terrible. I mean, like, what do you do, Ben? This isn't gonna ship. And you're right, it's not. Yeah. So if that's your issue, yeah. That's intentional. That's intentional. Intentionally not done. Okay. Let's continue. Let's continue. But yeah, if y'all are getting decent performance, then that's good. But y'all are probably on good machines also. I'm guessing that y'all have, like, reasonably modern computers. I'm not going to say everyone here has a Mac, because I doubt that. Yeah. Is everyone on a high-performance M1 Ultra right now? Because maybe that's not the best sample. But it is a sample, at the very least. I use Linux. Oh, you're cool. Fun idea, make the whiteboard drawable. It is drawable! It is! Draw! There's a button! And you click it. Bah. Bah. Yeah, look at that. Look at that drawing right there. Look at these markers. Boom. Yeah, isn't that cool? It's also drawable if you see the markers and you just want to click into a marker straight away. So you see I entered draw mode and I'm on the blue marker. All right, refresh. There's no way to actually erase. You kind of just get what you get. There should probably be a way to erase. Because the eraser's sitting right here. I could probably do something where if you click on the eraser, you enter erase mode. That would make a lot of sense. I just haven't done it. That would make a lot of sense, come to think of it. Yeah, I should probably do that. Can't at the first click on the board activate the board? I should probably make the whole board clickable, yeah. I just made the markers clickable. Why did I do that? You're totally right. I should make the whole board clickable. Good point. Good point. And maybe if you hover over the board, it makes the draw button big, or it says the word draw somewhere. I don't know. Something like that. Or have a white brush and call it eraser. That's literally what it's going to be. Eraser is just going to be a fat white brush. Don't overthink the adjectives in that sense. Okay, but this TypeScript's really bothering me. I want to do some TypeScript to figure that one out. TypeScript unused variable. Yeah. What is this error actually called? Is there a name for the rule? TypeScript declared but never used. Yeah, ignore. How do you disable that? What's the setting? No unused locals to false. Oh yeah, and you can use underscores as well. That is a thing. But let's go tsconfig and let's just say screw you. I don't care. False. Get out of here. Yeah, let's go. I don't care. I know you can just export it, but that's just so misleading. I'm just hacking around. And I just don't like it, okay? I don't like it. I don't like it. Another thing I don't like is this. If you have declare, you're declaring that it will be declared later. But here it's saying has no initializer and is not definitely assigned in the constructor. That's right, because it's assigned by the decorator over here. And there's no way to say, if it's a decorator, then ignore this error. You just have to ignore the error in all cases, which is not great. So I can probably say I literally don't care about these errors because they don't help me anyways. Yeah, see? They're doing something kind of similar. Yeah, strict property initialization. Just make sure you add that after strict true, else the compiler seems to turn it on again. Really? Yeah, and you can also add a bang. It's better to add the prefix to just ignore this case or initialize the variable inside the constructor. You're suggesting you ignore potential problems that the compiler is telling you about. This is not really safe, so downvote. I mean, yeah, but also chill out, dude. I'm in the camp of use TypeScript when it helps you and turn it off when it doesn't. I might regret this later, but it's also a pretty small project, so maybe not. I'm just keeping it raw. I'm keeping it simple. I want to add types when I want them. But yeah, I'm just going to turn it off. I don't care. So let's look for all the usages of @target, which is going to be in a few places. Yeah, see here with the bangs? I don't care. I don't really want that. Because these are specifically for constructor initializers, so it's not going to turn off... I don't think, anyways, it'll turn off, like, variable inference with a try-catch. Let me show you what I mean. If I got a function here, and we have let variable, and it's just, like, not even there. It's just chilling. And we say let variable string. Is it just gonna let me? Oh my god, it just lets me. No, it doesn't. Okay, good. It's used before it's assigned. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Because sometimes you end up in these cases where you gotta say something like this. And maybe throw the error or something. You see, that is sometimes what you have to do. So you know it's gonna be a string, it's declared later, and TypeScript's smart enough to say, oh, try catch, it's always gonna be declared once you get to this point. As long as it still does a type check for that, then I'm happy. I don't really care about class initializers. Screw those. Screw that noise. I don't care. Let's go over here. Let's remove all these. I don't like the exclamation points. They're ugly. Get out. Get out of there. We do what we want. And declare? Oh my god. What is this? The 1700s? I do declare. Yeah, no thank you. Get that out of here. Get out of here. Okay. Then we'll get rid of declare right there. And we're done. No hacking around TypeScript. Just turn it off when it's not useful. Now, unused variables is a little bit annoying, but I really don't care. Chore. Make TS more lax with web components. It made it more lax for the whole project, but I don't care. Yeah, that's fine. Moving on. These are my settings, and I get to use them until they bite me. Okay, so now you got me thinking about this whiteboard. I'm gonna make the whiteboard clickable. It should probably be a button, but we have enough buttons to trigger that whiteboard. I'm gonna go to whiteboard.astro. And where is the whiteboard actually? It's gonna be the canvas. So we can just add a click. Data action. Right? Click. Yeah. My whiteboard, is it draw? See, this is a problem. I would love some type inferencing from my editor where it knows about all of the actions that this thing exposes. There's totally a way that we could get that working. I just started my journey with language tooling and realized, dang, VS Code got hands, and I stopped. But someday, does it work? It doesn't. I was hopeful. Yeah, well, I don't think the canvas is showing. That might be the issue. It's hidden until it's ready. I think we can... Yeah, this is the group of markers. Where is the actual whiteboard, though? It's here. Yeah. I think it's here. So if we add this, click my whiteboard, start drawing. It doesn't work. Wonder if WebStorm would pick that up? You would need an extension or a plugin that understands this library that we're using. So maybe it would be easier for me to build a plugin. I know they're all Java, so I'd have to crack open my Java knowledge again. It's been a while. Oh, I'm on the production site. Classic. Looking at production by accident. Nice thing about Arc is it tells you the URL down here. So you get the tab name, but you also get localhost. That way I know immediately that I'm not on localhost. Well, immediately. I didn't know until just now. Okay, so this is the whiteboard container. We don't want that to be clickable because that'll override our marker click. We also don't want that to be clickable. Oh, the canvas is clickable though. Yeah, we want the canvas. We want the canvas to have the click. I was just not looking at the right page. Oh God, what happened? Oh, I know what happened. It was expanding something. This happens, by the way. If you have DevTools open while using Tailwind v4, the styles break. You have to collapse the DevTools. Isn't that awful? Hey, it works. It works. Now the whole whiteboard's clickable. There you go. You happy? I think that's good. I think that's good. And we could have this hover make the other button big, but nah, this is good. And you can see the draw button kind of collapses. You can't exit draw mode once you're in draw mode. You're just in it to win it. And that's probably fine. Feet. Start drawing if you click the whole whiteboard. I think that's a solid UX improvement. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. And it'll be live on the internet now because we're watching a GitHub repo. That doesn't work? Yeah, it does. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't. I think it does. Yeah, it seems to work, but it's not going to do quite the same thing in VS Code because that doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, now we want the eraser to be clickable. How do we make it clickable? Well, the eraser is... we were using radio inputs because I was being real clever with it. So now we would need another radio input. And that's fine, actually. Radio inputs don't have to be next to each other in the DOM. They can be wherever you want them. You can see right here we have labels and inputs for each of the markers. So we can get the multi-select option. But we could totally just take this and wrap the eraser. Well, not really, though. The eraser is an SVG element, and we were sure to make the markers separate SVG elements. How are we gonna do it? Dang it. Maybe, so the smart way to do it would be to hoist this rectangle of an eraser and just not use an SVG anymore. The other option is to have like an overlay on the eraser, an invisible box, where if you click on that invisible box that's overlapping the eraser, that enters eraser mode as well. It's not great. It would do the job, though. I kind of want to do this the right way. I want to remove this eraser rectangle and do something else. And with the action, you kind of know the eraser is going to erase. That's just what it do. Yeah, let me think. So if we delete this mywhiteboard.eraser, right? And we just go back here. Now there's no eraser. Let's go up here and add an eraser. And we don't need it in group markers. We need it somewhere else. And, oh man, what was it again? I actually have it on my clipboard. It had X and Y of that. We might be able to use absolute positioning with those coordinates. Let's find out. We'll make it a label for an input. Ooh, and we'll style the whole thing to be blue. Class equals fill. Sorry. The fill matches marker blue, doesn't it? Yeah? BG marker blue. Check that out. I made a variable for it. So it's going to be marker blue. It's going to have width of 50 pixels because that's what it is. And 70 pixels. Well, it might be like scaled based on the SVG. I have no idea. But we'll just assume. Then we have a border radius, but we can just say rounded for that. We have an X and Y. I'm hoping we can just say absolute left dash 52 pixels. It's a new track. Bumping. I like it. It's got that Channel Trace vibe. Any Channel Trace fans in the chat? It's a good artist. You should go look him up. I'll probably say bottom, same exact value. Because I honestly didn't care that much about the positioning. I cared more about the size and all of that. And then the input is going to be, yeah, input SR only radio. Yeah, that mostly. So name, color, type radio. Class SR only. Now the value is just eraser, which is probably good. It's probably what we want. Hey, yeah. First try. Turn up. We just need more rounding. I could have expected that. Rounded XL. Yeah. Oh my god, that's perfect. Done. Jeez, wow. So if you do that, okay. But that makes sense because we need to add data target. My whiteboard.eraser. And this will just slurp it up into the selector, hopefully. Oh my god, first try. How easy is that? Shout out to Channel Trace. Yes, you get it. You know. We're going to bump some Channel Trace. One second. One second. Let's get it going. Let's get that going. And this won't be on the YouTube VOD, so we're safe. Top down. Oh, yeah. Easy. Easy pick. Easy pick. Okay. But now you can select the eraser. And it selects. It just doesn't know what to do with it. Nice. Top down. Let's go canvas. Because we have more options now. And we can just say eraser. White. I think that'll work fine. Is that it? Is that all I have to do? Yeah. Yeah! Okay, it needs to be a bigger stroke, though. Wow, this is stupidly easy. The web is fun. Let's be real. The web is fun. Everyone who's saying you need React to make that work. Dude, I'm just using document query selector. And to style it, I'm just using data selectors. Like, it's all you need. It's all you need for this kind of stuff. I know when React is better, but React is honestly worse for this kind of thing. When you're doing art and fun stuff, you don't want React. We have scale X. What does that do? Oh, okay, that's normalizing the point. Yeah. I'm looking for where I define the stroke width. Oh, it's up here. All right. Top down. I think the eraser stroke should be like 75. It should be thick. Thick eraser. Yeah, because the width of the eraser is about 50. So this is going to be pretty large. Let's make it roughly the height of the eraser. So 70. That seems good. And where is stroke width used? It's used right here. Okay. We do need to update the line width whenever stroke width changes, though. We can probably do that. Yeah, right here. So we'll say that const stroke width is equal to, is this the input? Input color equals eraser. Eraser width or stroke width, yes. Why is that bad? What? Oh, it's line width. Line width. And we'll do the exact same thing down here. This isn't great how we're kind of duplicating it, but I don't care. So we have the... What am I looking for? Why the data selectors for styling? Oh, it's not for styling. This is for selecting into our web component for animation. I'll show you. You can see right here we called it .eraser. if I head over to my heading, this is where I define this whole guy. The target you use just gets piped in as an element. So you don't have to do document query selector. When I called it eraser, it just pulls in eraser using this decorator right here. So I said target eraser, and it'll look inside of this component for anything that has dot eraser on it. And if it has dot eraser, it'll pull it in, and I happen to know the type of whatever I expect. Yes, you do need to manually type it. No, it is not strong. So if I called this a button and I bound it to a not button, we would have a problem. In fact, yeah, SVG element is incorrect now because it's a different element. But who cares? Whatever. It's good enough. It's good enough for what we're trying to do. Language tools could make it good someday. We're just not the ones to do that. Not yet. Oh yeah, and this can actually stay as stroke width, come to think of it. The initial color is just that. Ooh. Okay. This is based on checked, huh? I can probably say context stroke style is equal to that, and then we could just set it here. Line width. Yes, perfect. Oh, the context doesn't exist yet. Okay, well, we'll just hoist it. Hoist it up! Right there. Cool. Dang it, it's line width. I keep forgetting. It's just not a... I should have named it the same thing. I just didn't. And I can probably set all the context right up here. Cool. And then we'll adjust it based on this. It is repetitive what we're doing here, but we'll keep it for now. Don't over abstract. You know the drill. And now if I... Oh, if you click on that, it doesn't actually trigger. Interesting. But anyways, I can do that. And now, yeah, we got a big old eraser. I think it should be bigger. Oh, right. And it's also not perfect on the edge here. We're like a couple pixels off on that one. But that's okay. The erase width, I'm just going to make it 100. Let's see what that looks like. We'll go here, and we'll say, hey, I'm too lazy to keep writing. Yeah, that feels good. Yeah, just make it big. Target decorator means it's looking for a dater, yeah. But does the my whiteboard namespace come from? It comes from the web component name. We called this, if we look at the component, it's called my whiteboard element, and it uses that name as the target. It's a little bit annoying that you have to say the name of the parent. They did this so it would cascade correctly if you have a bunch of nested web components and you want to say, I want to target this parent or that parent. I get it, but I think a default behavior would be look for the nearest parent and bind me. For language tooling, that would make your life harder, but still, it would be nice, you know? So this is based on the name of the class. And it'll also be the name of the element. So you see my dash whiteboard, it's matching that one-to-one. That's what's going on. But of course, I was able to like talk to a parent that I didn't import. So you can have all sorts of scary stuff if you're not careful. I broke this out to a separate component because it was getting hectic, but I didn't pass any props to tell it the name of the parent. React is much safer. It's much more defined than this. Whatever. And I think the markers also... Yeah, we just need to duplicate that. We have a... Do we have a click on each of the markers? No, we have a click on the entire div here. So we want the same thing up here. I could probably put it inside of there, but that's kind of lazy. Yeah, this will do. So if you click on the eraser, do the same thing. And this would start you in eraser mode, which is a little bit weird. Maybe we don't like that. Because yeah, if you click on the eraser, it would start you drawing in eraser mode. And you'd be like, why isn't it drawing? That's a little bit weird, isn't it? It is. It is honestly quite weird. I don't know how to fix that. It's a bit of an edge case, isn't it? Oh, I know how to fix that. We can do it from the canvas. We can do the initial state. We can just do right here. if color input dot value equals eraser, return. Don't select eraser as initial value. It's confusing DX. Yeah. Cool. And I don't think return is actually what we want. Oh yeah, let's put it here. That's actually a little bit better. Yeah, better. That'll do. Oh, and we can put the comment right where it needs to go. Like that. So this is Catalyst? Yes, it is. Oh, but now it's not clickable. Wait, what? Did I break that? Did I remove it? Oh, I did remove it by accident. At this point, the whole freaking thing is clickable. I should probably just put it on the parent. I should probably just put this thing on the parent, shouldn't I? So if you click on the action, does it bubble? I think it does. First, let's make sure this works. Yeah, it does. And it's still selecting that. But it will not highlight this one, technically. You would have to... we would have to, with JavaScript, say that this has the checked property. I'm guessing that's what we'd have to do. And we'll just say, maybe we should just special case the eraser. Can I say color? I would have to query select for it. Yeah, that's color inputs. Oh, right. Oh yeah, I guess it could work like that. I don't know. I'm also not feeling this radio. I'm gonna go back to this. There we go. And we'll say color inputs dot find c dot value equals. Well, I guess we want the default key, don't we? Yeah, something like that. Why isn't color inputs? Oh my god, I never actually spread it. That makes sense. JK everyone, hey, thank you for coming down, Shreyas. Something. This is Catalyst, yeah, if you wanted to look up docs for it and other things. Forgot to confirm. I guess it would be color inputs at 0, but I think that's the eraser. It's hard to tell. Yeah, we'll just hardcode red twice. I never love hardcoding if I can help it. But yeah, this'll do, I think. So C is just an element. That kind of sucks. HTML input element. Can I typecast it? Yeah, it's chill with that. That's good. Who cares about the performance hit? HTML input element. Can I do that? I sure can. Why is this bad? So it was cool with the node list of, but it wasn't cool with the other one. That's kind of weird. All right. Well, that's fine. Screw it. And we're just going to assume that that exists. And we'll say... Oh, can I just do continue? Yeah, I think I can just do continue. Then we'll just find the default input dot checked equals true. Seems good to me. Ah, stop it. And we'll go over here. Okay, it works as soon as the animation is done, which is fine. That works for me. Cool. And it should probably have... Oh, no, that doesn't work. Interesting. Why would that not work? I would expect it to work once we get down here. This is just for the default input. But for change, it will respect it. Yeah, but why is this not working? Yeah, I mean, that works. But as soon as I hit eraser, it stops working. Do we have an issue? Do we have a problem? On change. Input color, please. Let me see what I get. Oh, it's so dumb. Why is it like that? I need to actually get the Veet plugin working. Eraser. Oh yeah, it works. Wait, why was it not working before? I think it's something to do with the initial selection. Oh my god, it happens every reload. It's not just Astro reloads. Oh, that sucks. So if I just refresh the page, broken. What? God, I can't even explain why that would happen. We also have this issue, but I don't know what it is. So if I click on that. Interesting. So if eraser was the initial selection, I think two things are checked at the same time. Is that the issue? Is this what I need to do? Do I have a bad state variable? Let's see. Nope. It just doesn't... Oh, because if we hit continue, it won't bind the thing at all. Well, that sucks. Yeah, that's kind of a problem. Yeah, that's an issue. I don't want to hijack the stream. Oh, please. Aw, man. Hey, listen. Listen, you probably already left. But leave questions over on the Discord. All right? And if you don't want to, Twitter or some other place. Or next time, whenever you come back. Thanks for stopping by. How was Tailwind today? Well, yesterday it was like a B+, and today it's more like a B-. It really just depends. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We can just hoist this to the top. That works. Yeah, if it's eraser, we say the default input is that. Default input checked. Color input checked false. Continue. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and do this. That's the danger of using continue, huh? Short circuit returning. Always a danger. Let's find out. The issue was it just never bound the event. So now, yes, it works. Okay. That's cool. What to do next? We got the eraser working. We got it working. But I don't think it's very stylish. I think it needs to, like, animate a little bit with a selected state. So let's add that before we commit our changes. We'll say checked. Just make it grow a little bit. Yeah, and we have all of these right here. I want all of that. Let's take that little chunk of CSS. Yep. So we have transition transform, yada yada. We also want to add an actual state. If we say checked, Sorry, checked. Or has checked. Is it has checked? I think it's has checked. It's so cool that has is a decorator now. So you can just say if it has an input, that's checked. Style it a little bit differently. We want it to be like scale. Yeah, scale 110. Let's see how that looks. Oh no. Wait, what? Oh, because I added this, we broke all the animations. Interesting. It's respecting the easing curve for the eraser animation, and that is bad. How do you even fix that? How do you even fix that? Frick. I hadn't thought about that. I thought it was a JavaScript animation and it would just kind of do its thing. But it doesn't. Oh no, that's not good. What do I even do? Because yeah, it needs to be a different easing curve. And if I do it only on checked, it will not style if you unselect, which is a problem. Yeah, see right here? I'm using an easing curve with JavaScript, and I totally thought that would cover me, but it doesn't. It's actually using the easing curve. It's using the duration that I have. And it's also not animating when it has checked. That sucks. Boo. Why you like this? It has checked, right? Yeah, totally. Oh, but we only want to style it group data drawing. I think that's what we want to do. Yeah. And I've been told there's a slightly nicer syntax for this, and I'm going to use it once I actually know it. Or once I get the will to refactor. But I think data drawing is still applied here, so it won't... Yeah, frick. Frick! Do I need to add another state for animation done? And it also doesn't work. If I say has checked, for whatever reason, it just doesn't care. And it doesn't style it at all. Why you like this? Why you gotta be like this? Do I have to say something else? Okay, yeah, it's applying a element style. Scale none. Oh my god, it's overriding what I need it to do as well, because it's a target of an animation. Well, here's another option. Can I just wrap it with a div? And have that be the thing that animates? I think that's what we gotta do here. Yep, I think we gotta do this. I don't think we have a choice. So this is the eraser, and this is the input. And this guy just has a totally different set of arguments. And we don't need any of this, hopefully. Because it wasn't doing anything anyways. Okay. We have transition transform. Data drawing has checked. Scale 110. Let's get it. There you go. Oh, frick. Okay. Oh, no. What? Okay, there's a cause, and I think I know what it is. It's just the absolute selector right here. So let's move the absolute positioning parts into the parent. Okay, that should do it, I think. No, it's gone. Why is it gone? What? Okay, we can start just pushing more and more styles to the top until it works. That's all I can think to do. Ugh. Can I give it width and height? Why not? So now that we've moved it to a div, it just doesn't position correctly? That sucks. What? Okay, so let's see what's going on. It could be... I don't know what it could be yet. Okay, it is positioned correctly. It just isn't filling. Okay, yeah, the label doesn't have a width and height, even though I literally assigned a width and height. Very strange. That's what I was thinking, but I don't understand why. Can I do this? Okay, that is a... Wait, what? So it works until CSS parses, and then it stops working. Why is it 0, 0? We have width full, height full. Oh, interesting. What's going on here? Display inline. Ooh, that's the issue. Interesting. So what to say? Block. Yeah. Okay. I'm feeling it. Now, I don't love having the width and height over there. I'd like the width and height to be here, so I'm not duplicating things. Yeah, something like that. And then we'll remove these. And just have it infer from the child. Yeah! Yes! Nice. It works! How do we like that? I like it. I like it. Does that feel good? I think it looks nice. How does it work on mobile? It doesn't. Stop asking questions. It will work, hopefully. I just don't know where to put the whiteboard on mobile. Because if we shrink this guy, it's like, where does he go? Where's the whiteboard gonna go? I feel like on mobile, the whiteboard, I don't know what layout I want yet. Do we open Figma to figure out what that's going to be? I don't know yet. Okay, so if we do that, and you just do it like this. Yeah, I mean, that is pretty intuitive, I think. I wonder if we could give little tooltips like eraser or something like that. I don't know. It would be cute. I just don't love coding tooltips. You know what I mean? I just don't love it. I also feel like this should be a slight opacity change. I don't know. Just a thought. So when it's drawing, we'll make it opacity 80. Right? Is that even how you do this? I can't even remember. I think so. It's such a selector. Look at that selector. Whoo! This baby can fit so much specificity. Opacity 100. What does that do? Oh, that's interesting, by the way. You can't really draw on top of the eraser, but kind of expected. It's fine. I have the same problem when I'm doing my own whiteboard videos, so, what are you gonna do? So I don't really want an opacity change now that I'm looking at it. I'm looking for something that's actually like a color shift, which I can do in Tailwind. If I say group data drawing BG marker blue /80, that'll like adjust it. Kind of cool, right? Can you do not checked? Not? How do you do not? Tailwind v4 not operator. How can you do that? Okay, you didn't find it. Tailwind v4 blog. Because there's no docs for Tailwind v4. You kind of just have to go to the blog post and figure it out. Yeah, you can say not. That's kind of cool. Not has checked. I think that's all you got to do. So if you're drawing and it is not checked, just give it the old Transformatione. Let's see what that does. And I think the slash is how you correct a color, but I could be wrong. It works, but it is still see-through. I thought, oh yeah, it's against transparent. The plot thickens. It's basically an opacity change, because you see how it's transparent during the drawing animation? I hate that. Yeah, I want it to be when it's done with the animation, which I don't have a state for, and I really don't want to have one, if I can help it. One option is to just make a lighter shade. You know, just head over here, just make a lighter shade. And it's pretty easy to do. Color, marker, blue, light. You can say color mix. Watch this. Let's mix them up. Yeah, boom. See that? You can mix it with white. It's like you're painting, and you just take the white acrylic, and you take the blue, and you just take that brush and go mixy-mixy. Boom. It's not actually using it, though. Did I call it light? Yeah, I did. Oh, interesting. So this is telling me... Oh, wait, what on earth? No, this. What is this? Oh, it's white 80%. Yeah, we want it to be white like 20%. It doesn't calculate it because it doesn't know how color mix works. Wait, why is it mixing transparent? That's not what I said to do. Is opacity getting in the way? What's going on? I didn't say opacity. I didn't say it. I said BG marker blue light. Oh, I didn't save. Is that it? Oh, yeah, that doesn't work at all. So I got this wrong. Oh, right. You're supposed to say in sRGB or whatever. Then you have it like this. And there's no comma. It's just that. There we go. Yep. Yep, and it works great. I can't draw with a mouse. Yeah. There we go. We need where you leave it on the whiteboard for 30 minutes, you can't erase anymore. Or it goes like 90, it just fades. Like Homer fading into a bush. That'd be funny. Okay. That's it. That's the one. Feet add eraser. We needed one, and now we have one. Thanks, y'all. That was fun. I like it. Is there anything else we need to do? Not for the whiteboard. I think the whiteboard's done. You got me cooking on the mobile view, and I wonder if we should make it. I don't know yet. What plugin are you using for your Git? Because I haven't used it. Yeah, I'm not using a plugin. This is VS Code, and if you go to this tab over here, which is the Git tab, source control, it gives you a visual overview of all the files you have, and if you click into them, it'll show you the changes. It's beautiful. It's better than the GitHub desktop app. I had some coworkers that use that, and I was like, just use VS Code. It's right there, and it tells you all the changes in the best formatting around. Need to hydrate. Need to hydrate. We use Bitbucket. I'm sorry. They really put the suck in bucket. I was gonna say bit suck, but it was gonna sound really aggressive, so I wasn't gonna reach for that. In writing, it might be funny. I of course love SVN because I can't handle branches and merge conflicts. Those are hard. Those are hard things, and I hate doing it. I feel you on that. Also, just curious, keyboard cowboy. What machine do you use? What is your computer? Is it a lower powered machine? I ask because I'm trying to get some people to visit this website and tell me if the performance is bad or good. I want to see. Because I had some performance hiccups on another computer and I was worried. Okay. Let me think. What do I want to do next? I feel like the blog homepage definitely needs love. M3 MacBook, dang it. Dang it, not a good use case. Yeah, everyone here is an enthusiast that has a good computer. Oh, dang it. Well, it's going to look good on your machines, I can tell you that much. I also need to fix the margin on this guy, because you'll notice this guy is centered on the page, mostly, and this one is way on the left. It doesn't respect margins correctly. And for whatever reason, the production version of the same website has a different top margin. I don't know why that is. See that? It's like different. Let me go to the same exact page on my local. Oh, wait, nope, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I am totally wrong. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up. This is localhost. This is production. Are they different? Nope, they are the same. Okay, well, never mind. Never mind. I thought the top margin was a little off. But no, that's just how that's how we made the website. And I think above a certain width, we like force it. Yeah, we stop growing the layout. But we keep letting the text scale up to a higher value. Kind of a funny choice, but it's fine. Now, if I scale it down to this, what's going on here? Ooh, interesting. So the nav is doing that. It looks like... I don't know what's going on. This song goes hard. Wait a minute, isn't everything server rendering? Oh, it's static as heck. The problem was the CSS was too much, and computers were chugging to do all the fun animations as you went around the website. It's the curse of CSS. You think, oh, CSS, it's free performance because it's on the GPU. Not so. It's very easy to goof CSS and just tank people's computers. Astro has run into this again and again and again. Our website had so many cool animations, and we had to remove them after a month every time someone on Firefox complained. It was such a problem. We had like a warp speed animation, removed it because it was causing problems. We had paint splatter effects to make it sort of look like a spray paint background. Performance complaints, had to remove it. It's like, you can't do anything fun anymore because there's always that one person on a bad browser and you want it to be accessible. So I'm probably going to run into that with this website. There's too much going on for me to just get to do it for free. There's no way I get away with it. There's just no freaking way. And I hate it, but I know it's true. I know it's true. And also, this top bar, I think 100 CH was the wrong answer. Yep, I think it's going to be 80. Okay, shore it up. And we need to center it. Class group, flex, justify center. It might be item center, I don't know. Oh, yep, that's a problem. That's pretty, this is some hype stuff. I think I'm gonna keep it as this, and we'll do MX Auto, our old friend. Nice, yeah, that's exactly what we want. Now, if we go to the Ben page, oh, it still looks good. Okay, I thought I was gonna have to increase the margin for this page, but I don't. It looks great. There we go. That was easy. Chore, fix, nav, margin. Go. Now what? That was easier to fix than I thought it would be. The next step is probably... Oh, and I love that fade, by the way. This fade as you scroll down. Oh, the whiteboard goes over the fade. That's not good. Yeah, whoops. Some z-indexing problems. And also z-indexing on this laptop. Dang it. Is there a way to make the nav be on a different layer. We'll say Z10, and we'll just pray. Nope. I hate it. I think it's something to do with absolute positioning. The classic absolute positioning problem. Is there a way to set a stacking context or whatever the frick? I've read the Josh Komu article, and I feel smart every time I read it because I understand z-indexing for like one day. And then I come back here and I'm still a caveman. Like, z-index 20? Please? Please? And it doesn't work. It might be relative positioning too. That might do it. I have no idea. I can play with it. So if it said relative on this one, yeah. Yeah! Okay. That fixed one of them. But it didn't fix this one. Oh, and you also do need a higher z-index for that one. What? I have no idea. Do I have z-dash anywhere? No, I don't. I do have a z-index -1. That's always a fun one. Oh, look at this. I made it 20. Just for fun. Just for fun. Why did I add that? Can I remove that? No, I can't. And it still doesn't work. What? Garbage. So if I say Z10. Oh, I see. Okay. So I made a little stack in context right here. I was having fun. But I need the whole thing to be relative. And it isn't. Why isn't it? Is this relative, though? It is. So here's the confusing part. I said relative. I made this one 20 and this one 10. This is a proper usage of z-indexing, right? I've used relative to make a box, and I use z-index to move things around inside of the box. But for whatever reason, outside the box, it's affecting things. Why are these on the same level? They shouldn't be, in my brain, in my stupid brain. I have z-index fighting with my nav, and I want it to stop fighting. I thought there would be two different stacking contexts. How do you even handle this? I think if you say, let me think. Because we have our nav bar right here. We have Z10 on it. If I go to where the nav is used, it's in the layout, come to think of it. So if I go to the base layout right here, the nav is right there. And then we have the slot right here. So the nav is on its own layout. Oh, but I'm saying Z10 inside of this, which is bad news. Here's something I can do. I can put the nav there. And then slot. Why? I don't like how I did that slot right there. Because it's making this just a little bit harder. All right, let's say div class Z10, right? Something like this. And we can make the whole body relative. I don't think you need relative. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I have no idea. But I'm just adding stacking context right here, right? And we're going to make this Z20. Is this a good idea? I have absolutely no idea. This might also completely jack my layout. It didn't. But oh my god, it didn't work at all. Yeah, and it breaks. Oh, it's going to break sticky. Oh, it's also going to break the sticky. Urgh. This sucks. So we can't set it from here. I wanted it to be declarative, but it ain't going to be. Can this be Z0? Is that even a thing? Yeah, it can be, if you want it to be. It's not really doing anything, though. So we said this whole thing should be inside of its own box. Nope. What if I say relative here? Yeah, I don't know. No. Why not? If I go to my nav, I think this guy needs to be Z20. And I don't even think it needs to be relative anymore. I think we can just remove that for now. Huh. Why not? I really want it. You need to add a CRT effect. There is a CRT effect. Witness. Look at him. Isn't it beautiful? It's more obvious when you start playing a video. Oh no, my CRT effect is not on top of the iframe anymore. I broke that. Meh. Look at that hotness. Yeah. It's a good idea. Great minds. Great minds. Josh. Z index. Just teach me. Please teach me something useful. Layers and groups. Please. Yeah, I know. I know the concept. I'm just not doing it correctly. There are many ways to create stacking context, but here's the most common. Relative. By defining these two declarations. A stacking context is created, forming a group around this element and all of its children. So we have the header of z-index2. We have the tooltip that's screaming. We can map stacking context. The root content, yeah, this is the vibe. But that value is only relevant within the main stacking context. Correct. It's like semantic versioning. Kind of. Okay. This is mostly what I want to do. I feel so smart reading this, but then I actually do it, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. So I need relative and Z20. I'm learning that. So now we have relative here, Z20. And then we head back over here, and we say relative Z, I'm going to say 10. Okay? And this should create two separate contexts. Yes? Capiche? Oh my god. Oh my god. Read the manual. Read the manual. Okay. So what did we learn today? I thought you needed to just say relative, but you actually need to say relative and the z-index that you want. That is a lesson learned. You also need to avoid wrapper elements that are going to break your sticky headers. That's just, you know, sticky 101. Sticky 101. Sticky headers. Just don't forget that. Lesson learned. Relative plus z-index equals new context for things. So now these are not fighting. These are on different layers completely. Everything inside of there is on a different semantic version. It will always be below the header no matter what you do. Great. Let's just make sure of that, by the way. Yeah, it seems like it's working for this as well. Okay, moving on. Sick. Fix heading, header stacking. Yeah. All right, that feels good. Just fixing little bugs as we find them. Now a big old bug that I noticed is the animation for these buttons stopped playing. But the animation for these, you see how gooey these buttons are? Bloom, 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 bloom. If you look at these, it's just kind of, it just goes, this goes, oh, there's someone at my door. This is a weird noise. I thought someone was about to walk into my apartment. I was like, what are you doing? I think it's just the cleaning people vacuuming. But that was a little spooky. Let's move on. Oh, I have some notifications. I have a notification to stand up. Understandable. And a friend of mine just finished a workout. I didn't work out this morning because I'm here with you, the viewer. You're the reason I'm not swole today. I'm going to give you 100 push-ups at some point. Not you. I'm going to give myself 100 push-ups. You don't get to see that. You don't need to see that. Okay, let's figure out why these buttons don't do the squishy squish. Because it's kind of a shame. I know that I have the squishy squish class. It's just not firing anymore. Ever since I upgraded to Tailwind V4, this one little edge case stopped working. Oh, look at that. I just removed some classes from this. Because I think I was trying to debug a Tailwind version 4 problem. I just forgot to put them back. Well, that's easy. At least I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Yeah, that's totally what happened. Well, easy enough to solve. We'll just say transition transform. I think it's just transform. Duration 700 is spring 5. Something like that. My editor keeps lagging on me. That's not great. Yeah, look at that. Oh, wait. So some of it is animating, but some of it is not. At least I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Yes. Okay. There's a couple things. We have cursor, pointer, group button, active scale, active translate. Is the issue? Yes, the issue is we're scaling this as well. I wish inherit was a thing, by the way. Tailwind should really let you use inherit, because in normal CSS, I use inherit all the time. It's so great if you have like a flex box and then a child, and you want the child to inherit the same flex styling, you could just say display, inherit. Flex direction, inherit. Justify content, inherit. And it'll just match whatever the parent is doing. But there's no inherit in Tailwind. They must have just like a line in the sand reason. I don't think that's working. Yeah. Weird. I think I need a transition on it. I also need like a shortcut class that combines these three things, but I just don't have one. What? Yeah, it's not working. It's just snapping into place. Weird. So we can say group active. It's so weird that he put the slash at the end, but that's just formatting. Yeah, group active button, all of that. But then we say, right here, transition transform, duration 700 is spring 5. Shouldn't that work? I'll say transition all, just to see if that's the issue. No, it ain't. Why are you like this? So strange. I don't know what to make of it yet. I don't know. I'll put transition all up here. Maybe I'm overriding it by accident. Oh, wait. Nope, that's still not working. Silly thing. Why are you doing this? Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh. Oh. Right. I forgot. You see, I was combining this with some data classes because I had to break out of Tailwind to do what I wanted. I needed to break out of Tailwind to write a background without wanting to shoot myself, honestly. It was way too much effort to write that linear gradient in Tailwind, so I didn't. And then there was also this part. Sometimes you need different easing curves for each thing you are transitioning. And in Tailwind, you can't do that. It's one easing curve for all the transforms. Very rarely do you need something this specific, but I'm an artisan, and I wanted it to look this specific. That doesn't answer the question. So, given that, why did it not work? Is ease spring 4 wrong? Is that like the wrong style? The future. Such a vibe. Aha! It's this massive string that we're supposed to be using. Yikes. Well, what are you gonna do? Oh wait, no, it should work though. It should work without it because we're pulling in some other variables that we have installed. Huh. Okay. So we need to undo a bunch of this stuff. We don't need any of that. It's just gonna break things. Future. Yeah, what? And we styled the span on the inside, no doubt. We added transition timing function to that. Huh. And we also don't transition the watch button for whatever reason. Yeah, and we have this very specific style right here. And for whatever reason, we don't have it on the other one. Can you put is? I think we can is this right here. I think we can just do it like that, just to make it look a little bit cleaner. Something like that. Oh, wow, and the text is a weird jiggle that I do not like. Oh, yeah, I messed that up. So we'll say data watch button. I should probably just have a shared. Yeah, it should look like that. I could structure this better, and I'm probably gonna do that in a moment. But for now, let's just roll with what we have. So we have watch button, span. Draw button, span. Both of these guys style the inner like that. For the hover state, style it like that. And for this state, style it like that. The text seems to re-render when you apply the filter, which isn't great. But also, why is my transition not working? The border radius should also animate, and none of it is animating. Very strange. Because, yeah, this is the animation. Transform, var, eSpring4. We know that this variable exists. We know that it exists because it's what's powering the whole website right now. So why is this a problem? And if we hover over this, yeah, we have a value. So what gives? Transition transform. It's applying. Why are we mad? Okay, so some of the animations are working now that I look at it. It's just the transform that's not firing. Yeah. The filter also fades off in a faster fashion. Jacob Codes, I'm trying to be productive. Squishy squish class. That's what it is. What else do you call something so springy? It's a squishy squish class. That's what's up. Oh my god. All right, fine. You're just here for the chaos. I get it. That's why I stream. I'm not even having fun with this. I'm just like, you got me. Vim is all about productivity. Not when your setup has zero formatting or highlighting. I use Vim Motions in VS Code because it's the best of all worlds. When you switch to NeoVim, you got your Vim Motions, but you also have just a worse editor until you install the right tools, which I haven't done yet. Where's this thing, by the way? I need to at least know the file I had open, okay? I had heading.astro. Okay. And we're looking for one of these. It's applied. The only thing that I can think to do... Oh, not this. No. Tailwind.css. Yeah, whatever. I'm just going to do this just to know. I know it's probably not going to work because the CSS literally has what I need. But screw it. That. Oh my god, why'd you do that? Ugh! It copied to my clipboard too. I hate it when that happens. Vim clipboards, man. Alright. That's what I meant to do. There we go. Cool. And if we... That was a lot. If we go back to our browser, we refresh. Yeah, that was not the problem. And I had a feeling it wasn't. Just had to find out. We have transform. Is the problem... Oh, I bet it's... How about this? Huh? Yeah, it's using web standard scale. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, it's no longer using transform. It's actually using the scale property. Sick. Please. Yeah, that. So no longer is it transform, it's actually using the one-off values. That's great, because I noticed Tailwind V3 didn't do that. Now, I will admit, now I just don't like the look of this animation. It overshoots a little bit too much. It's like too jiggly. You know? It's just too much. So let's taper it to something that's like a spring 2. A spring 2. And we'll say something like that. Yeah, it's... Do we like it? So you see, it's the grow that feels a little bit funny. I don't think it feels too long. Now it just doesn't spring at all. Now it just doesn't spring, which is okay. I'm just like, oh, now it doesn't spring. That sucks. We're going to keep tweaking values until we have it right. That springs a little bit. I wonder if the grow is our problem. Because you'll notice here, the grow looks good because it's barely wider. See how it's barely wider? You don't even notice that it's growing. Here, the border is much thicker. So we have a couple options. One of them is to just make the border less, so you don't notice a squish at all. Another option is to just not grow and do the same pop socket animation that we have here. See how this is kind of a pop socket? It pops inward, but it doesn't actually scale. It's just shifting the gradient around to make it feel like you've clicked on something. Maybe that's what we want to do. I have 2 different animations, 2 different styles, and maybe pop socket is better here. I don't know. I could also just reduce this to 98 or something. Oh my god, I literally can't even see the end of the class. Oh, Tailwind. Okay, that scale property isn't doing anything. Quite strange. Yeah, where is that scale property even going? I don't think we even need the button scale. I think we're just going to scale it in the Y direction, as we showed there. And we're not going to scale in the X at all. Which button is this that I'm styling? Yep. And I'll also... Well, actually, no. It does need a... Okay, I'm thinking the scale shouldn't happen at all. I think we're just going to animate the... I think we're just going to make it translate downward and pop socket this. And we'll move the gradient position so that it looks like a pop socket, the same way we did the other one. I forgot what I did with background position, but that's roughly what I want. We're looking at cursor pointer, transition. Okay, there's the one. We scale it, or we translate it like that. Why did we translate the whole thing? Oh, I think I know why. It's just not... I don't think I want that anymore. Yeah, we're literally just using padding to make it the correct size. What a vibe. And we said active translate Y1. which, yes, I'm using scroll. I know. I shouldn't be using my scroll wheel, but sometimes it just feels natural when you do it, right? And I guarantee that some of the jank is because we translated scale, but not the movement. So it also looked a little like, what are you doing? Yeah, and now we want to reverse it. We're looking at this guy right here where it says active translate Y1, and we're going to reverse it, move it down here. That. Yeah. And we'll say group active. Group active. And the name of the group is that. We'll say negative translate Y1. Oh, wait, that's stretching it. Ooh. Right. Whoopsies. And we no longer need a border change, do we? Nice. Yeah. Da. You see, I should have stopped using NeoVim, but I kept using it. What I want to do is shift the shadow a little bit. So right now it's cast in shadow because it's clicked on, but I want the shadow to kind of dissipate when you click. And there is also a slight hover effect just to make it look nice. Yeah, this just feels better to me. I want to move the gradient the same way that I did on the pop socket example. And I can't remember what, whoopsies, I can't remember what thing I used. I think I just wing it. It's interesting because I moved the shadow up, and that's actually not how 3D would look, because here I made the shadow more intense when you click on it, and that just doesn't seem right to me. It seems like the shadow should lessen since the height has been reduced. Let me do what I think would be natural here, and maybe I'll adjust the other one later. That's a lie. I'll never adjust it. Because it's good enough. Okay, yeah. See, in VS Code, I would also see the color swatch, but I don't get it here. Sad. We'll do a background position thing whenever it's active or something like that. I think we want to transition the background position as well. Oh, and this no longer needs to happen. Background position. Can you even animate that? Oh, no. Another thing, I removed skinny cursor, and I think that's making my life harder. Because I can't tell if I'm in insert mode or not. It's harder. I need that visual indicator. Primushin told me, hey, never use skinny cursor, always fat cursor. And I don't know why he does that. I think that's stupid, because you can't tell if you're in insert mode without looking down at this little insert word. Boo. Oh, that broke. Oh, keep forgetting I don't need to scroll anymore. Oh. Yeah, that'll do it. So this is background position, and we'll animate it. So let's go up to the top, and we'll animate which background position? Yeah, this background position, So we'll say background. Oh, nope. That's Warp AI. Whoops. BG, can you even animate BG position? I don't think you can. Okay, you can. But you can only do those values. Kind of. Yeah, you can also do that. Interesting. I thought you would need BG dash position, but they just made it YOLO. So you could say BG, or sorry, should it be active? Yeah, active, BG dash, and we'll just move it somewhere. I don't know yet. I think you would want to move it like a little X and Y, you know, like 20% underscore 20%, something like that. That looks so weird. It looks so freaking weird. I can't tell. Is it moving? Let's make it a really big value just to know if it's working. I don't think it's working. Let's see. Did that actually compile to anything useful? No. It had no idea what to do with that. It had absolutely no idea. It was just like, oh, what? This might be like Tailwind V4 missing a few spots. It totally could be. Because it's still an alpha, and they said certain classes might not work as expected. So maybe we found our first one. That's fine. Because I know what to do with regular CSS. Skill issue, honestly. Skill issue if you only know Tailwind. Get with the times. You just need to learn CSS, people. So we'll just say is data watch button data draw button active. And we'll say background position 100%, 100%, just to see what it do. It ain't working. Why doesn't that work? Is it the is? I'm happy to remove the is for now, because I have no idea if I'm using that right. I'm like 90% sure that's the right syntax, though, so... Right? Data watch button active, background position 100%, 100%. That is, like, correct. I think. So here's a fun one. You can actually go in here and edit the properties. Oh, I can't remember how, though. For state active. For state active. Oh, dang it. I went back by accident. Okay. Inspect. Yeah, for state active. What do we get? We get background position 110, 110. Interesting. And it's totally cut off. Is 100% just doing nothing for me? I don't know. Weird. Shouldn't this be moving the gradient? I know I've done this trick before. Yeah, I've got it all over the place. I was using it all over for this button. Because this is the effect. Yeah, you see, based on data open, we changed the position. Why is that a problem? Do we need background position to be 0, 0 at the start? That's my only thinking. I'm going to keep using warp term just for fun. And we'll say over here. It's really annoying that you have to reopen DevTools for Tailwind to reset itself. I don't understand why that is. Still haven't figured it out. It's just not working. I'm also not seeing the original background position anywhere in here. Well, I'm running a little late on here. Columbia, hey, what's going on? We may have to stop the journey here because I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it right now, Mr. Krabs. I'm not feeling it. I think I'm gonna start my work day, eat some breakfast, and we'll revisit this on the next stream. Does that sound good? I think it sounds good. Happy to do it. I think we did some great things though. It was mostly housekeeping. Y'all got me to figure out how to add an eraser to this drawing, which I think is a lot of fun. Because now you can erase things, and it has a little eraser animation when you pull it up. So if I do that, it looks great. And now you can click on the whole whiteboard to enter drawing mode. Before you had to click on the draw button, not as apparent. So yeah, super good DX changes. And we also figured out Z indexing, which is hard, but if you don't know, just read this article, people. Just read like the first page, the first heading of this article, and you'll learn way more than you knew about Z indexing. And we got it figured out. So now the nav is always on top of the body, even when there's absolute positioning. A lot of words there, but trust me, it's helpful. Okay. And next time, we'll figure out a mobile view. We'll figure out this animation once and for all. I'm still not sold on it, but we'll get it looking good, I think. I may need to move this to an about page as well. There's just stuff that's missing from this website before it goes live. Dang. We're perfectionists, and it's going to take us some time to get this website on the internet, but someday you'll be able to visit this. Well, actually, that's a lie. You can go look at it right now. Beyond's dev pages.dev. There's a production preview over there. All right. I'm gonna raid someone. This was a good little stream. Good little stream. Who's live? Who's doing things? I have no idea. Primation's always doing stuff. There's only 5 of you, apparently. That's all right. It's one of those slow mornings, but y'all were awesome. Y'all were helpful. Came up with some good ideas together, and that's all I really stream for, is to have some people in public tell me why I'm wrong, send me a help article, tell me something's confusing, and we fix it. Yeoman, we're leaving! I'm sorry! But what's up? I hope you're doing well. We're about to raid Prime, as we often do. But, it's been good. I will see y'all around the same time, a couple hours earlier than right now, on the future streams. I think it'll be next week that we get back to streaming. Yeah, you did the thing. A lot of people view around 10 a.m., so I need to maybe learn from that. I don't know. But I'll see you on the next one.